Hi, Patrick here. Have Cheetah Will View, and we are here with a review here on this Saturday. Um, wow. So the movie we're going to be talking about, which is ironically, I found in a multi-pack. I know that Joe the Horror Man and Jason from Horrific Nightmares are doing multi-pack mania. Um, while I'm not partaking in that series, I have been watching a lot of movies from multi packs lately, and I actually reviewed a couple of mysteries, and this is another one. I got these movies. I got like multi packs from uh, our friend Derek, Olskool Shinobi, and I've been slowly making my way through them, and I have no idea what they're about. That's the beautiful thing about the multi packs is it literally is a blind buy bonanza. Um, you can go buy a 20 pack of movies and know nothing about them at all. I mean, nothing. Just pick them up and away you go. So hence multi pack mania. Sometimes they have movies. A lot of them are just public domain movies. Actually, the vast majority of them are public domain movies, so they get them really cheap. Value companies such as Mill Creek or Echo Bridge specialize in multi packs. They run them out there. Um, Not all of them are they're not all of them are on the cheap. I mean, there's some that are big studios do it too. Uh, Maybe up to four movies per pack. They have the best of. So multi packs come in different sizes and shapes and forms. Um, I did a Western multi pack last year of some films, and I was also done some movies from the 8 Films to Die For. Those have come out on multi packs as well as individually being sold. Um, I actually have 8 Films to Die For as a multi pack in that Old School sent me that I'll probably be revisiting. But for today's movie, I just slipped it on. I had no idea what I was watching. I didn't know if it's going to be any good or whatever. I just said it's Population 2. With no expectations at all, I turned it on and watched it. And lo and behold, I was pleasantly surprised, quite honestly. Population 2 tells the story of a future America where Omnitech Core is basically the big corporations have taken over all our governments and they run the world, which is not too far from the truth. And and during this time, the Earth is being threatened by solar storms. So Omnitech builds these solar shields for around the Earth, and they tell people that everything's going to be fine, they're protected, and but lo and behold, we find out that those shields are failing, and but they don't want to tell the population because that would cause mass panic. The face of Omnitech is a gentleman named Simon Prime. He's the face of the company, and he's going out there telling everybody that everything's fine. Um, he has the chairman of Omnicorp, Vincent Velo, is on there, and they talk about how safe everything is and whatnot, but it's just a lie. Um, Simon has actually married his wife, Lilith, and they're a young couple, and they're very dynamic, and things seem to be going really well for them. Um, Lilith is trying to get pregnant. Um, Simon knows the truth. He's trying to. There's supposed to be a secret arc, a secret compartment. Like Armageddon. They have or Deep Impact. They have the bunkers. Just in case. Greenland, that sort of thing. Um, so they're supposed to try to get in on that. Unfortunately, that it turns out that they cannot have any babies. They can only have just the couple, and so Simon has to he can't figure out how to tell his wife that she can't keep her pregnancy that she's fought so hard to get, and so he well, he takes steps to make sure that he's just trying to save them both. You know, he's trying to save him and his wife. And so, as we're following their story, uh, we get flashbacks to to Lilith today. Lilith is in a dystopian world. The solar shields have failed. There's been atomic war, nuclear war, and she is basically on her own surviving. And then we flash forward to two fighter pilots that are flying a mission to attack the Omnicorps with their arc. That's where they're going to bomb it. Basically, they're saying if we're going to die, you're going to die too. So you see them flying to their target to drop their ordnance, and then you flash back to the beginning to where everything is fine, and then it starts falling apart. So it's the good part. And then you see where the fighter pilots are coming, and then you see Lilith, and she's by herself, and she's scavenging for food and supplies and whatnot, and she's telling the story through a flashback, until the end of the story. This was a hard movie in some respects. Not very long. It ran really fast. Only an hour and 20 minutes. It definitely had a Twilight Zone Outer Limits feel to it. I think if the music had just been a little bit sharper on it. The music was really off-putting on this movie. It's the one big complaint I had was the music did not fit the movie at all. The score. I think the score needed to be punched up a lot. I like the acting. It was by John Ashley Hall as Simon Prime. Shelley Lipkin played Vincent Vello, who has a secret, and then Suzanne Tufan, she played Lilith, and they did all a nice job. It's definitely low budget, and they used the fighter pilots. You can see that it's all CGI. It looks like a video game, and so that part of that movie was pretty weak. But you get the idea what they were trying to do. Director and screenwriter Gil Luna was trying to do. Yeah, I thought it was fine. It was definitely a pleasant. It wasn't anything what I expected. I thought the location shots were brilliant. They shot the movie in Oregon with all Oregon cast and crew, so there's plenty of places where they could shoot at, historical places, and the location shots were beautiful. It sort of reminded me of the documentary series Life Without People that History Channel ran, and also had the same kind of vibe as I Am Legend, of course on a much smaller scale. They were in Oregon and by Portland, not New York City. But overall, it was effective in telling what it wanted to tell. So yeah. There's no extras on this. Like I said, this is a multi-pack movie, so there's no extras or anything else. The movie, it's unrated, though I would say it's rated PG-13 for language. There's no real violence in it. There's no jump scares or anything like that. It's just a small story, decently told. And if you happen to see it on a multi-pack, give it a run. It's definitely worth taking a look at. All right, so that's the end of this review. If you liked what you heard, well, hit that subscription button and hit the notification bell and leave a comment down below. I'll be putting the thumbnail of the movie, what it looks like, and I'll see if I can find it for you on Amazon. See if there's a copy to be found. Might be if you're into that. It could even be on the YouTube. If it is, I'll put the link there too. But I just wanted to review this small movie. I thought it was really well done, for the budget. And, yeah, so that's my review of Population 2. And we will see you for the next one. Peace.